Hello Year 1, I hope everyone's really good at home and keeping safe. Today is our final English lesson of the week and we are going to start writing our accounts which we were planning yesterday. So before we start our learning, please can you write the long date, Friday the 5th of June 2020 and the LI to write a recount. Pause the video to complete this. For today's lesson you will need your workbook, a pencil, a purple pen or pencil for your corrections, your recount worksheet from the website, which is based on which phonics group you are in, your account plan that you made yesterday, and your word mats and phonics mats to help with your writing. Pause the video to get these things before you continue with your lesson. So pause the video to tell your adult what a recount is. A recount is when we retell something that has happened. So we might have done something or read a story or seen something, and a recount is when we are retelling what we have seen or done. So what could you write about? Yesterday we had a long list. What could we write about if we are writing a recount? We could write about lots of different events, for example, what you did in your holiday, which is what we are writing about today. What did you do in your half-term holiday? Let's have a quick recap. Talk to your adult about what you did. You might have baked a cake, gone for a bike ride, gone for a walk, played some games, read some books, played in your garden, gone to the park or watched some TV. Now what do we need to write a brilliant recount? Remember, we need an introduction sentence to tell us when we did our activity, who we were with and where we went. We need our time words or time connectives like first, then, after that, finally, and we need to have an ending sentence to sum up what we did and tell the reader if we had a good time. Remember to write your events in the order of how they happened. And you need to write in the past tense because we are talking about something that has happened before. So that means that we need our ed verbs. Writing a recount. These are all of the different things that we need to do to make sure that we've done some amazing writing. So number 1, I have written in the first person. That means that you're using words like I, me, we, he, she, things like that. I have written mainly in the past tense, so you are using your ed verb words. I have written an introduction sentence. The recount is written in the order that things happen. You have used your time connectives. You have used amazing adjectives. So instead of saying nice or fun, I want you to think of really good words like exciting, fantastic, brilliant. I describe the feelings of people in my recount. So when you're talking about your activity, how did it make you feel? How did the person completing the activity with you feel? And then I read my recount to an adult. It's really important that now we start reading back our work to an adult so that we can see if we have made any mistakes. When you're writing your recount, remember to write yes or no for if you have done these and try to make sure that you have yes in every single box. Here is my holiday recount. I had a lovely holiday and did lots of exciting and enjoyable things. On Monday, I went for a long peaceful walk to the park with my brother because it was sunny and warm. When we were at the park, we played football together. It was fantastic, but I was tired by the time we finished. After that, we went home for lunch. I cooked some delicious chicken. It was gigantic and scrumptious. The next day was a lot colder and I was sad about staying at home. I read a brilliant book called The Gruffalo. It is the best book ever. Next, I watched the magical, wonderful film Frozen. I thought it was very entertaining, but my brother did not like it. Finally, my favourite part of the holiday was when I baked a gorgeous mouth-watering cake for my granddad's birthday. It was the biggest cake I have ever made. My granddad was very happy. I had a great holiday. So now pause the video and go back to my recount and read it for yourself. Can you check if I used all of these features in my writing? Pause the video to check. Now you can see that I did. I used words like I, me, we, he, she. I used ed words, so let's go back and have a look at my verbs with ed. So we have, this is in the past tense, I read a brilliant book, I watched, ed word, and then baked, ed word here. So we're talking about all the things that we did in the past. I have written an introduction sentence, now let's find it. I had a lovely holiday and did lots of exciting and enjoyable things. So I have my introduction sentence. The recount is written in the order that things happened. So I have first, then my second event, my third event, like that. I have used time connectives. On Monday, next, finally, after that. I have used amazing adjectives. Exciting, enjoyable, peaceful, warm, fantastic, brilliant. I describe the feelings of people in my recount. So I said that my brother did not like Frozen and that my granddad was very happy and I was tired. And I read the recount to an adult. So I read it to my brother to check that I haven't got any mistakes. Now you can read it to your adult at home, or if you're at school, you could try reading it to your friend or read it to Miss Thurlow. And as we have already written our plans, we can start writing now. If you are in Mrs. Coco, Miss Thurlow or my phonics group, this is your writing frame. So you have to write your title, your first activity, then what did you do on another day, next, and finally, and you can draw a picture for each activity. Remember to write your introduction sentence and your final sentence to say how you felt. Here are a few words that you can use to help you. Park, walked, after that, beautiful, brilliant, amazing, exciting, favourite, and because. Remember to include all of those features from the checklist in your writing. If you are in Miss Zadie or Mrs. Meta and Miss Huth's phonics group, this is your writing frame. So you haven't got any writing, you have to do it all by yourself. Remember to use lots of exciting verbs and adjectives, the interesting word mats and the time connected mats from yesterday. Remember to also talk about the senses. How did you feel? What could you see? What could you smell? What could you taste when you were doing all of your activities? And here is your extension. Can you help Timmy improve this sentence? In the holiday, I went for a walk. Now that's a good sentence, but I'm sure that a lot of you can improve that. Before I do our shout-outs, I am going to ask Miss Thurlow and Miss Zadie to look for the two best recount writings in their classes, and they are going to award emerald or gold certificates, so make sure that you're trying your best. Well done to Amaya in Clee class for her suffix writing. Well done to Christina in Matisse class for her questions from different characters and using different punctuation. Well done. Well done to Kaylin in Picasso class for his suffix writing and his speech bubble writing. Well done, Kaylin. Please remember to send your work to the Year 1 email address. We can't wait to see what you've been doing at home and hope you have a good weekend.